Welcome to my channel Passionate Cooking with Chef Hafiz. Today I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate brownie. It's going to be quite simple recipe, but there is a small twist which has been done here. The chocolate brownie must have seen made with eggs, without eggs, adding nuts of walnuts, almonds, cashew nuts, and different nuts can be replaced with anything. Today I'm going to show you a chocolate brownie which is made out of finger millet. Finger millet, which is nothing but ragi flour. The reason I'm using a ragi flour, which is really an extreme source of natural calcium in it, which is really good for your bone, natural bone strength, and as well which is extremely good in rich of proteins and fiber and magnesium level. So what I'm going to show you is now I'm going to take a vessel. I'm going to take a water in that vessel. So I'm going to light up the stove. You should not cook the chocolate in lower temperature, high temperature, because the chocolate becomes burned. And the other way of making the chocolate is one which is in double boiler in a pan with the water and melting is one way. That's what I'm going to show you up. The other way is around, you can melt the chocolate in a microwave also. But ensure you should have to check the temperature or the timings when you're selecting the microwave. It should not be overheated. If it's overheated, the chocolate will burn. You should be very careful. So once the water is hot, take your chocolates. Here, have taken a chocolates of 300 grams. I've taken a bowl. I'm going to keep it on the double boiler where there is water inside. Ensure that the chocolate should be melted without any lumps. You can see now the chocolate is being melted. Now I'm adding a unsalted butter. Make sure you use unsalted butter. 200 grams of unsalted butter. You are adding along with the chocolates. Now you can see. So butter and chocolate is completely got melted. It has very clean and smooth, silky texture. So I'm keeping the chocolate aside. I'm taking another bowl. So it's required for the recipe. There are 5 eggs, 5 whole eggs. And sugar. Around 250 grams of sugar. You can use either caster sugar or a normal sugar. Ensure the sugar and eggs are beaten up nicely. Once the eggs and the sugar is got beaten up, you're gonna see the smooth texture. Now I'm gonna add vanilla essence of 5 ml. And 5 ml of vanilla essence. And mix it nicely. And I'm going to transfer this chocolate mixture to an egg mixture. When you're transferring this mixture, when you're folding, but make sure the chocolate should not be hot. What happens if the chocolate is really hot, then the egg mixture becomes curdled. So I'm transferring the complete butter and chocolate mixture to one egg and sugar. So after adding the chocolate and butter mixture into an egg, it will become like this. Then add 5 grams of baking powder into it. Finally, I'm gonna add finger millet. So gently fold finger millet into a chocolate, egg and sugar butter mixture. Alright. So a chocolate brownie mixture is ready. That's how it looks here. And finally I'm gonna add cocoa powder into it. I'm gonna apply an oil or butter on the pan to avoid this stickiness. So apply the oil or melted butter all the bottom of the pan and sides of the pan. You're gonna place your parchment paper inside the tray. So once it's gently folded, I'm transferring into one baking tray. So now you can chop your options of nut. Either you can use almonds, cashew nuts, or else walnuts. Anything you can use. Closely chop the almonds. Cut into bigger pieces actually. Even the same recipe, if you wanted to use choco chips also, you can add choco chips in it. So I'm going to take this brownie and cook it in the oven for 180 degrees Celsius around 30 minutes. Okay, it again depends on the oven which you are using at home. The timings will be little fluctuate. Alright, so I'm going to bake it at 180 degrees Celsius now. So I'm going to take it and putting inside the oven for baking 180 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes of baking, I'm taking out the brownie from an oven. So I'm going to keep it in a room temperature for 15 minutes. Then I'm going to cut into pieces. Once it gets cold, it's more easier to cut into pieces, or else it's going to get stick on the knife. So after the brownie is baked, we have kept for 15 minutes in the room temperature. So I'm going to demold. So to be careful when you're doing it, just put the board on the pan, just flip it off. So I'm cutting into smaller pieces. As the size you want, you can cut into pieces. Make sure your knife should be clean every cut, or else the small particles will come on top of it, which will not get in shape actually. Now I'm working on the presentation part. So here I have a chocolate melted, dark chocolate. I'm going to make chocolate sauce out here. So I'm going to add some cream. So as I said, the chocolate sauce is ready. Making a brownie is not only your work is get over. Now we are coming into the final step of presentation. Presentation makes a lot of sense. Okay, when you're making a dish, how important it is, the same way the presentation gives an importance of the dish. So I'm here. So I'm just gonna dip the brush. A simple presentation which everyone can do at home. Just brush it across your plate. Now, the brownie can be served in different ways. The same brownie, just take little powdered sugar and a small little strainer and dust some powdered sugar on top of it. It can be accompanied with your tea or coffees. Right. Same brownie, if you can plate it nicely with a good presentation, I appeal to a guest whoever comes to your house. The presentation very simple, guys. So if you want to top it up with some sauce, still you can top up some sauce on top of the brownie. Right. The third, the brownie can be accompanied with your vanilla ice cream as well. So now the simple recipe with the finger millet brownie is ready, guys. Now it's time to relish. Let's try it out. How does the taste look? So now I'm gonna have this brownie. Let me try out. It's really yummy, very smooth, very soft. The texture is outstanding. It melts in your mouth. Hope you have enjoyed the brownie, how it's supposed to get made. Just want to give a small hint on this brownie recipe. This is completely a gluten-free dessert. There is no flour has been used anywhere. It's a finger millet, which is basically a ragi. It's completely gluten-free. The people who is having allergy with the gluten, they can have this brownie and relish it. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.